Hey Stampin' friends, Darlene with Darlene Stamps. So I'm going to go over Paper Pumpkin this month, a little late in the month, but I thought, and this actually, late in the month, I've actually missed a whole month of June. Where it went, I have no idea. But I'm getting around to actually taping this. I've already done my alternates and so forth, but I thought it interesting that they have the very first time have taken the paper pumpkin and matched it with actually a suite in the this is actually is the stamp set that came with it, but this is the let me show it to you here. So this is the suite, and the suite is actually a group of not only the stamp set, but the embellishments, the paper. So they call it a suite. And it helps to kind of put it together. It all kind of has its own embellishments and ribbon and paper that all kind of blend together, makes it almost like a big paper pumpkin. But they've taken the set that is the Broadway Birthday, and they have coordinated it with, and that's on page 69, and they've coordinated it with this paper pumpkin. So I want to go through real quick, and there were the two cards that come with, and remember that the kit's super simple. It all comes pre-cut. There's the instructions, boom, 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 and it becomes our card. So here are our two cards. This one is the lemon lime twist, and see if it can get on there with the hooray and the ribbon. And then this actually was made with this little stars, which, let's see if I can take this off and show you. So this is just little stars that come with, and making a little pattern so you can make your own background stamp. So these are the two cards that came with the kit to make, and the embellishments with the pearl eyes and such came with it. So I want to give you a little bit of ideas that I made with the kit alternates, and this is just the background piece. Remember, we had this with the other one, so I used it for the background. Took the paper, as you can see, cut it down so it became a layer, and then I raised this up, and you see how I actually shadowed the edge of that cake, kind of give it more of a shadow effect, and then put a layer on there with the happy birthday. So giving me a little bit of a, and it's more open space or white space with the balloons as well. The other one was a little bit of a fun because it took the lemon lime as the base, and then took the stripes that came with the cardstock. I looked at the cardstock when it came, and one of the things that, these are the full pieces, so when they come, both sides, so in your card making, that would be, to me, man, that's two cards right there. So they made it in one full card. So I just took the scrap pieces of the stripe and run that down as my accent piece. And then took the cake, as you can see, and stamped that as my background. And because I used the little sequences way too much, I ran out of them. So I used my hole punch, and on the happy, or the hooray, is, I don't want to use this gold because it will be glaring in your eye, but anyhow, the hooray comes out of this gold piece, and so I just actually punched holes out and made that for my embellishments, and used the circle scalloped punch for the background, a little doily, and then arched it. You know, that's what's fun about these polymer stamps, is that you can actually arch that little guy, and it becomes more of a statement. And I did it in a different color, so that's one of the other alternates. Then the next one, I took some of my last video, I made my own glimmer paper out of course, it was lemon lime. So this one, I actually used our blender pen, so you can see that I of course raised the cake, but I put some underneath, and on my Instagram and my Pinterest, I wound up getting a lot of hits from this one. So I think using the banner that comes in the kit and the ribbon, the new lipstick, well, the lipstick ink paper, and then the cake. So that kind of gave a different twist as far as an alternate. Then this one, I saw someone use the trim, and so I'm going to actually make this one today for us. And I'll take the side, we'll do that one as well. And so in doing this, let's just get into this one. So if you take your base, I took and did this as an A-frame, but you take your 8.5 by 11, cut at 5, actually 4 1/4, scored at 5.5. So that becomes our base. And then just taking the paper, cutting it down, and I'm going to, I really tried to be organized when I get this done, and I still wind up forgetting things. Okay, so I want to get this put on. Holy cow. And let's see. So trying to get a little bit of a alternate that doesn't take up too much time to make. And I already put on these 2 sequences, but I wanted to show you that, and it's going to be a wash, so I'll have to do, oh, there it is. Okay, so this is, we'll keep that one right there. So this is, of course, the daisy punch. And again, back to this one, I just did a double take on that. And we are going to use, I'm not sure about you, but I like to get some of the alternates. I get ideas from people in regards to their, I don't know, certain types of cards are made with a style, and it's great because you're actually able to switch it up for other cards. And that's what I find, is I see an idea and go, okay, I can do this, this, and this, and it helps so much. All right, so I'm just going to get this on all the petals, put this down as my base. I want it to kind of peek out the top and peek out the bottom. Okay, and then this one actually has the stamp in the middle, so that's going to be my top piece, but it's just a layering. Okay, and layer right there. Okay, so there's, we've got it. Now, I know I have the piece in the middle, and I want to do a little bit thing different, so I didn't have so much bling. And then I'm just going to take, since I don't have the ink pad yet, I'm going to go ahead and use the little ink spot that came with my kit and do my birthday on there. Have you ever heard of the huffing? So with olden days, with the ink, the rubber ink stamps, and then there's my birthday. With the old ink stamps, you had to huff on it, which means you just kind of breathe and do a big old hot breath on it, and out would come the moisture from the stamp that would keep it open time. All right, so a little different. I didn't put the gold in the middle, but you can see the similarity of that, and just wanted to make that. Oh, buggers. All right, let's see if I can fix this on screen, because I just blew it. Oh, you know, that's what happens when you get too caught up in it. And let's see if we can resurrect it in just a minute here. All right, well, this is what happens when you get too caught up in the making of this and trying to, okay. So this is what I wanted to show you. It was so cool. So this comes in the kit, and it's just 4 pieces of the stickum. It's already stuck. But what I saw someone do was they took this little border, and the border becomes really the matching part of that. So I'm sure you saw me put this together and said, uh-oh, she forgot the red piece. And of course I did. So let's do it again. All right, so we are going to put this down right underneath. And I probably could have just left it but golly gee, that was the whole point of doing this neat card, because it just adds a little bit more pop. All right. Okay, well, let's put this back down again and see if I can't try to have some of this hold. Okay, so if I can hide my little spots. Da-da-da. So this is what most people don't see when you're not live, because they can retape it, and that actually turned out better than I thought, because now, look, I actually have the dimension of the flower. Ha! Okay, well, I really lucked out on that. Okay, and then do you see how, this is how we, and fix our cards, to see how some of that came up on there? So I am going to take my handy dandy gold, and I'm going to cut out 2 more spots. And this was, I tried doing it off camera before you guys saw this, but I'm gonna have to do it from scratch here. But and remember, I have 3, but now I'm gonna have to do 5. Okay, so we're gonna put that right there. Voila, it just hid my spot. Okay, there we go. Awesome. Well, there's 3, and now I gotta find the other one. Didn't come out, so okay, I will just do another one. All right, we're finding all kinds of fun things with this. Well, I had a great comment, so I'll share with you on my YouTube, as a lady who watched the video, and I was sharing about Stampin' Up! And why I picked Stampin' Up! And all of the benefits of Stampin' Up! And it was great because she commented that she feels the same way. And it was nice. I'm sure some people who didn't want to have a comment didn't leave one. But I thought it was great because, you know, I was sharing last time about how it is just nice to find a company that blends it all together, has all of the work cut out for you, makes it a lot easier. Anyhow, so there is my card. I'm going to do one more, and this one was real popular amongst my my Pinterest. So this is basically the horizontal cut. So you basically take your 11-inch, cut it at 5.5, score it at 4 1/4. So so basically, I have angled this, and I didn't want, this is my bottom piece, so I measured with the tick marks, which I actually need to erase, and because I made them with the idea that I didn't want to have my cuts go over and above. Okay, so this is my angle piece. I just measured this, just like I would measure here, made my little tick marks, and then I took on my pad, my trimmer, and angled it. So as you take this line right here, you would angle here and go down, and this would be your cut. Okay, and then of course you would take this angle on your line and cut. So that's how I got my angle. So in doing a piece, and probably it would make sense to show you, this is the card we're going to make. Okay, all right, so this becomes, and I did a boo on that. So you're going to take the bottom part of this, you're going to line it up with the bottom, fold over this top, and that's how we get it to line up. Okay, voila. All right, then we want to do our hooray. Hooray, it's your day. I actually need to send out a birthday card, and I thought this was really kind of universal. It wasn't too feminine with the balloons. It might be a little juvenile because I'm sending it to a teenager, but my grandson has a birthday coming up, and so I thought, well, with the being the stripes, maybe I would get away with it. So I'm just going to try that. Plus I wanted to show you how to make it, and I figured it was not too involved, which became a little longer on my video since I had to do a correction. But it's kind of neat that I was able to show you how I fixed those. And maybe you have the same type of scenario. Okay, so here's our hooray. And we are going to angle that. Oops, I made my little things. I don't want those. There. Okay. With all these little pieces, I want out before it goes down. Okay. All right. I'm going to angle that right there. There. All right, and then we're going to use black just because I didn't want a lot of the red. And we're going to put It's Your Day. And that way I can do the birthday on the inside. All right, so moving right along. And then, of course, the balloons. So I want one of each. So we're going to have, well, and I don't, actually I remember I cut these a little bit because the little strings on here were a little too long for what I wanted. There. All right, and we're going to chop, chop. All right, and there is the second card. So, that we've made. So, basically, I hope that is a nice little twist, utilizing your paper pumpkin and the alternates that can make for expanding your kit. So if you are not a Paper Pumpkin subscriber, you'd like to get this wonderful kit and get these alternates. Sometimes people do that have other Paper Pumpkin try to have exclusive for their customers, and you know, I think that's great. For me, I just want to be able to share that with anybody and everybody. So just stay tuned to my channel and we will look at doing some alternates together. But I hope you have a great day. And if you are not a subscriber to the channel, that would be the greatest compliment for me. And I look forward to our next episode and event, time together, stamping together, and having fun. Have a great day.